Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching WYTV. You're welcome to another edition of News Review, where we talk about the headlines that made up the newspapers of today. My name is Ahmed Abbas Olatunji, but you can call me Sidon J, and I'm in the studio with...
I'm Ambassador Rochimorilu, son of the prophetess, the man. For example, weekend. Good morning to all our viewers all over the world.
All right, you know that the sponsor for this show is still Nokba Abbas, and I'm still waiting. I've been waiting on Wisdom Yard Television for your call, or you can send us a text if you want us. If you want to be one of our sponsors too, and we could take your market anywhere you want on this world, like showcase what you're selling or what you're doing to the whole world. Today we're starting with Punch newspaper as usual. Humanitarian ministry scandals. EFCC seizes Edo former minister's passports. Lagos police look into Tiwa Savage's petition against Davido. Kano Pillars begs MPFL to consider 12 million naira fine. Army Nabs soldier criticizing Sanwo-Olu in viral video. Then on Vanguard newspaper, Tinubu slashes presidential entourage for foreign local trips by 60%. Police revenue, DPO, police remove DPO over lawyers' illegal detention. NLC suspends delegates conference in Imo indefinitely. Tinubu deserves commendation for suspension of Beta Edu, Atiku. Then on Daily Post newspaper, release documentary on Britain's atrocities in Africa. Idris Abdulkarim drags BBC. Constituents raise alarm over alleged distribution of dangerous rice by Ondo lawmakers. YPP gives Tinubu 48 hours to suspend Interior Minister Tunji Ojo. Beta Edu, billions stolen daily but no money to fund education, Shehu Sani. These are the headlines that made up the newspapers of today. Let's go on a short commercial break. When we're back, we talk more on some of the headlines. Don't go nowhere. Stay tuned.
When life breaks into the beautiful splendor of nature, and the kids can't just resist the temptation to explore to its zenith with the full assurance that the perfect backup is on the way for a perfect refilling. Nokpa, we always come to the rescue anytime, anywhere, any day, anyway, anyhow, round the clock. The family just can't get a better companion aside Nokpa. Nokpa Abba Mixture, the family's best bet. With
Nokpa, healthy living is guaranteed for me and my family.
Nokpa for management of power.
Welcome back from that short commercial break, and that's our sponsor, Nokpa Abbas. Today, the first headline here is Army Nabs soldiers criticizing Sanwo-Olu in viral video.
Let me say kudos to the Nigerian army for doing that, because anybody can just come out and begin to say anything against the sitting governor of any state. I believe Sanwo-Olu have done the right thing, but he would have done it in the way that people will give more kudos to him. Do you know how many people that last month this year have been molesting in this Lagos? The governor is not coming out to say anything about it. Why is it that when it comes to people going through highway, he would have done that and let that one go round? I think you understand what I'm saying. Then most of these guys that you see, all these young armies that is being recruited, I don't blame them at times because of the challenges they face at the Sambisa forest today. Because most of them were those that were being pushed forward. Most of their colonels, their generals don't go to war to.
But sir, what I see in this matter, before we go into the body of the news, is that I'm not saying the fact that the soldiers, the Nigerian soldier arrested the army that was being seen in the video with Sanwo-Olu. I'm not saying what they did is wrong, but this is it. You see, nobody's above law. There's an adage that says, okay, don't let me go there. Let me just go straight to the point. You see, when you do wrong, let us know you did wrong. Yes. Now, we knew that the soldier passing the wrong way is a wrongdoing. Yes. And the governor himself cannot say to the news or to the people of Lagos State that he has not as well passed the wrong way
before.
So
yes,
what you was supposed to do was to just, give him the second. Everybody deserves a second chance.
I didn't dispute that, but the governor mentioned a word that is too barbaric, that needed to tender an apology, that go and call your papa is an insultive words. It's an insulting word. Call your daddy to come and bail you, all this and that.
Can you imagine?
For a governor to go to the extent, you have arrested him. The next thing is, if you are going to prosecute him, you prosecute him. If you are going to take him behind bar, you take it behind bar. But you won't.
Not like you talking to him anyhow.
Anyhow, that most of those things were what provokes the young army to be coming out to say all those words that go and call your papa.
Well, the chief of army staff, Taurid Lagbaja, has said that one of the soldiers who spoke against the Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, for ordering the arrest of one of their colleagues for driving one way in a viral video has been apprehended. In a few minutes of a viral video currently in circulation, Lagbaja noted that the action of the soldier caught riding one way did not represent the entire Nigerian army. The army chief, who was seen addressing journalists, said the soldiers criticizing the governor were fake, adding that the real one among them had been arrested. I want to say that the soldier who was apprehended by the governor of Lagos State while flying on the one-way does not represent the Nigerian army, because in every respect it contravenes what we stand for, which is discipline as an army and the constitution and the laws of Lagos.
Is this the first time you see army applying one way?
So I don't understand. Like, what is this man trying to say?
Most of the policemen are coming out to apply one way. Most of the policemen in Lagos that are under the Lagos State governor, even the last man at times, they apply one way.
Exactly.
If you could, when people talks about them, they will tell them they are doing their duty, that they were pursuing a car applying one way. Are they all above the law? Even the governor himself is not above the law. At times, the governor, when there is an hold up, the governor applies this.
Sir, there are code of conduct in the army, which the chief army staff is trying to say. He was not even talking about Lagos. He was talking about
the Nigerian army himself.
Discipline is one of their key words, and this man in question that was being apprehended, that was being arrested by Governor Sanwo-Olu, knows that one of their key words is discipline, and he does not have any reason to pass through the one way, which is what the man is trying to say. But he said, for what you allege, the soldiers have gone to social media casting aspersions on the office of Lagos State Governor. I will say it is only one soldier that has done that. The army has investigated. The soldier has been apprehended, and we are investigating for every other comical act that you've seen. They are not personnel of the Nigerian army. We have investigated that. So, what of this man that was putting on, I think it's a UN army or something, that was putting on this blue...
This is Lagbaja in question telling the whole journalists that they were not from the Nigerian army. So be it.
Well, from the mode of dressing of some of them, you will know that they are not personnel of the Nigerian army. And from the utterances that these people made, you will know from what angle these people are talking. From the mode of dressing of some of them, you will actually know they are not Nigerian army. That was what I was saying about that man that was putting on a blue beret.
It may come out to just camouflage as the Nigerian army of using that opportunity to be abusing the governor. So.
Well, to me, let's just let peace reign, because all these things they are common things that we don't need to shout on. We have a lot of things that is disturbing the nation.
A lot of things that is disturbing the nation.
Not like a soldier following the wrong way.
We have insecurity in the land.
You see, I do say, fine. The governor was trying to save the life of people. He doesn't want accidents to happen and all. But with the fact that you are a governor of a state, there are some things that you should overlook. Normally, you can just tell them, okay, don't do that again. There are some things that you could do that will not waste time, that will not even be prolonged in news like this.
Do you remember there was a lady right in front of the governor that was telling the governor, what do you do to the case of Mohbad, that you should look into it? The governor is not responding to that.
Just imagine. Well, let's move on to the next headline. Released documentary on Britain's atrocities in Africa. Idris Abdul Karim dragged BBC. Singer Idris Abdul Karim has blasted the British Broadcasting Corporation, BBC, BCC. Okay, I think this one is BCC, but I think it's an error.
BBC,
from the Daily Post.
BCC. There is BBC. There is BCC. Yes.
Over his latest documentary on the late founder of the Synagogue Church of All Nations, SCOAN, Prophet TB Joshua. Daily Post reports that BBC yesterday on Monday, January 8th, released a documentary of alleged eyewitnesses, accounts of rape, fake miracles, torture, and forced abortions committed by the late TB Joshua. The now controversial documentary has generated a heated conversation on the internet, with netizens expressing mixed opinions. Sir, I love the fact that some Nigerians are backing TB Joshua. Like, all these things are false allegations. Some are saying this is what the men of God, this is what they do in corner. They come out to preach the good things, the gospel, in their home. This is what they do. This is how they treat their family. This is how they treat their members and all. So what can you say about this?
Well, since it's a matter of gospel now, let me come to what Jesus said. When somebody came to Jesus and he said, perfect man. Do you know what Jesus said? He said, don't call me perfect man, because no man is perfect. We are all working towards perfection. And when the Bible says, when you see all these things, remember that the end time has come. What we need to look into is this. What we need to hold on to is the Bible, is the word of God that really comes out from the Bible. Hold on to it, that so people will not sweep you away. What do we have out there? People moving from one church to another. New converts are not coming in. If we are having circulation in the churches today. This one offended me. I moved from this church
from Celestial to Redeem, from Redeem to CAC.
That's what we have, circulation in the church. We don't have the new converts that are coming in. But what I will just advise people to say is to do is this. This man in question is no longer alive. I don't believe the sin of the man can be transferred to his wife. The extent in which people will
even the son,
they may not call the wife to come and give an account of what the man has just did. If you really want to fight TB Joshua, kill yourself, go to heaven and fight before Baba God. That is just it.
Well, reacting to the trending video on his Instagram page on Tuesday evening, Abdul Karim stated that the British Broadcasting Corporation lacked the justification to condemn any African man until it released a documentary detailing the atrocities allegedly committed by Britain in Africa. The singer wrote, until BBC releases a documentary on the atrocities committed by Britain on Africa's soil, only then will they have the moral justification to condemn any African man. Wow, that's interesting, because there are Nigerians that think out of box. Out of box.
Somebody is coming, a foreigner is coming out to condemn people on your. They say, what about those things that they do out there that is not good? Have they ever come out to condemn their federal government of what they are doing that is not well pleased to the masses? Is that what we need at this point in time? But BBC in question is a broadcasting company in which they need content and they want people to keep on watching what they are doing.
But we can't say it is true or not true, because all these evidences that that is going viral online, I don't feel is a conk evidence to tarnish the image of the African man and black man, which is late TB Joshua. But I know if TB Joshua was alive, maybe
it would have been in the best position to
explain what
and when you go through some of the comments, out of 100% of comments, you see almost 99% comments that is in support of this man, including those white people. That they stand by it. I believe you see all these ones. If TB Joshua, I don't want to go into details. When TB Joshua was alive, even after his death now, we have white men, people coming outside from the country to worshiping in his church. I believe if the miracle he was performing, at least if they were all false, fake miracle, some of the white men could have come out and say they were all false miracle.
Well, let's move on to the last headline of today. Billions stolen daily, but no money to fund education. Shehu Sani. Former lawmaker and social critic, Senator Shehu Sani, has expressed displeasure with the manner in which political leaders loot the national treasury. Sani said few individuals in government positions were daily stealing billions of naira while the education sector suffers. The statement followed the allegations of financial misappropriation in the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development. Daily Post now reported that the duo of ex-minister Sadia Umar Farouk and now suspended minister Betta Edo have been interrogated by operatives of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, concerning the matter. Senate decried the fact that tuition fees were callously increased in the public universities and polytechnics because there is no money to fund public tertiary education, when billions of naira were being stolen by a few individuals.
Now let me ask, the question there is this. This former minister, when he was there, what is his stand when he was there?
What has he done?
What has he done concerning the education sector? You see, when they were there, they believe the power belongs to them, that nobody can checkmate them. After when they might have left those seats, then they begin to see errors of those people that are there. You understand what I'm saying?
Which is of they are the one that started the error.
Started the error because
you
were there. It was the error you left that this set of people are coming into inherit now. You are now out now telling them, pointing and accusing figures of.
You want to be claiming only.
Can he come out, or the person in question come out and tell the old Nigerians that this is his own plan, this is what he has done in the past, that we can still see the record? For instance, now, kudos to this governor. You know, I do mention Ogun State always. The former governor of Ogun State, the big governor, Bikule Amosun, was from APC. Now look at his tracemark, his landmark. Since he left, I believe some of his jobs, even most of his jobs that he did in Ogun State, were still traceable.
Yeah, the projects.
The projects are still traceable.
Like bridges and all.
Can you compare to the former governor, Bega Daniel? Can we still trace that? And look at what the present governor is doing. What are those things that the present governor is doing?
But sir, let us, you were talking something about the former governor of Ogun State, which is Otunba Benga Daniel. There is something I get to know that he did that I really appreciate so much. And the people of Ogun State could not say he didn't do anything for them. He created Ogroma.
Ogroma.
Yes, and I get to know that most of the projects that was being done by Amosu was done by this Arab contractor. But this man created.
Let me come in. I understand what you are saying. He created Ogroma.
Yes.
Employing the people to come and work.
Ogun State youths were there.
Ogun State people were there working, and the son of the soil were there working.
And they are being paid well.
And they are being paid well. Okay. Now compared, Amosu went to the Arab country to create his own company.
Yes.
To come and do to come and fix some of the roads. Now the question remains: those works that Ogroma did in the history of Ogun State, can it be reckoned with? Compared to what Amosu did.
Thank you. Do you know the reason why this country keep being like this?
Why?
You see, we don't believe in what we create.
It is not that we don't believe.
Sir, let me say
the problem that happen is that most of those projects that we gave out to people out there, we don't normally go there to supervise one-on-one and see how quality the projects are. When President Goodluck Jonathan was the president, he came to Ogun State commissioning that Ikenne Road to Shagamu Road. When the Ikenne Road Shagamu Road was never completed, even till date.
That's what I'm saying. You see, Ogroma, people that are in Ogroma then, they are people that we see, people that we can talk to, people that the same road that they are building, they are going to follow that road too. No matter how busy they are or where they are going to, they are still going to pass through the route, the road they are building. So they are doing it for themselves, not just the government. And one thing I want you to know, sir, is what Benga Daniel has done then, if it was a continuous project, it will have grown well than we are employing Arabs to come and do roads.
Let me ask. The servant is not greater than his master. I have a company, I employ you there to come and work. Will you do a job that is not well satisfied to me? At the end of the day, I will not fire you. That's exactly what Amosu did. Amosu will drop from his vehicle and walk how many kilometers from pole to pole, inspecting what
that is what he was supposed to do. Why? Because the amount of money that was being given to this Arab, you can't compare it to we using our natural resources here, using our things.
Those Arabs that came, we have quality of jobs that was being done.
So, sir,
the federal government were giving Julius Berger job. Were they not foreigners?
Sir, so now what you are trying to say is you are supporting the foreigners.
Listen to me. If the foreigners are coming to Nigeria to give us a better Nigeria, so be it. Than we ourselves giving ourselves the worstest Nigeria. Permit me to use that language.
Well, don't let us drag this too much. This is where we're going to be ending it on the show today. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platform, on YouTube, on X platform, on TikTok, Facebook at Wisdom Yard Online TV. My name is Ahmed Abbas Olatoji, but you can call me Sidon J. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us on the show. We'll see you again next time on this particular show. Be good and be hardworking. Bye.